That's right, it's that time of the year again, baby. The used market is back. Let's talk about it. Well, since graphics card prices have been absolutely plummeting for about the last 6 months, a lot of people are starting to take a look at the GPU market and wondering, should I buy a GPU and should I buy a new one or should I buy a used one? And today we're going to go ahead and answer that question by taking a look at the best GPUs that you can purchase right now at or below $500 US. And first, let's go ahead and take a look at the new GPUs, because honestly, guys, there's not a whole lot of new GPUs that are currently available at or below $500 that I would currently recommend, but there are a few good ones, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. Now, first of all, take a look at just the performance, and then we'll take a look at the price to performance. If you just want to know what's the fastest GPU you can buy right now, that is going to be the RTX 3060 Ti. Now, this GPU can be had new for around $500 US right now, although I do frequently see it for just below that as well, so go ahead and keep your eyes open for any deals that you can see. Now, in terms of the performance, I am going to be getting these numbers from TechSpot or Hardware Unboxed over on YouTube, so if you want to go ahead and support them, honestly, this video wouldn't be possible without them, so thank you to them, and I will have a link in the description below. But according to their numbers, at 4K and an 11-game average, the RTX 3060 Ti is able to get 49 FPS. Now, the second fastest GPU you can buy under $500 is going to be the 6700 XT, coming in at $450 new, which, by the way, if I can find these, I will go ahead and have some Amazon affiliate links in the description below, and if you want to support the channel, that's a great way of doing so, is by clicking those links. Now, in terms of the performance, the RX 6700 XT comes in just behind the 3060 Ti with 48 frames per second. And then finally, we have the RX 6650 XT, which surprisingly is available for $350, and in terms of performance, this one gets 36 frames per second. But where things start to get a little bit more interesting is when we go ahead and we take a look at the price to performance chart that I've just put together. So taking a look here, we can see that actually the most expensive card is going to be the RTX 3060 Ti, coming in at $10.20 per frame. Then we have the RX 6650 XT coming in at $9.72 per frame, and finally we have the RX 6700 XT coming in at $9.38 per frame. So if we go ahead and we take a look at this chart, overall you can see that yes, obviously the 6700 XT is going to be the best option as it's giving you the best price to performance. However, honestly guys, if you can find the RTX 3060 Ti for below $500, I could see you spending maybe an extra $20-$30 for the 3060 Ti, because although it does have less VRAM, there are certain things that Nvidia has that AMD doesn't quite have. So if you do need that stuff, I could see you going for the 3060 Ti, but overall my pick is definitely going to have to go to the 6700 XT. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the used market, because here's where things get really wild. Now, in terms of the performance, the best GPU you can buy right now is going to be the 3070 Ti, as I do see it regularly around $500 US. In terms of performance, it gives you 58 FPS at 4K. Now, the next best GPU is going to be the RTX 2080 Ti, and you can regularly find this one for around $450 over on eBay, and this one's going to give you 54 frames per second. Now, taking a look at the 3070, this one's going to come in at $440 regularly over on eBay, and this one's going to give you 54 frames per second as well. Then taking a look at the 3060 Ti, this one comes in at $400 and is going to give you 49 FPS at 4K. Then finally, we have the RX 6700 XT, which can regularly be found also for $400 and is going to give you 48 frames per second. But if we go ahead and we take a look at the price to performance, things are going to look a little bit different. Now, the worst price to performance card is going to be the RTX 3070 Ti. Although it's going to give you the best performance, unfortunately, you're going to be paying for it at $8.62 per frame. Then we have the 6700 XT at $8.33 per frame, and then the 2080 Ti also coming in at $8.33 per frame. Although you are going to get a decent amount of VRAM with the 2080 Ti, and it does have a lot of overclocking headroom as well, so don't count that one out just yet. Then taking a look, we have the RTX 3070 coming in at $8.14 per frame, and the 3060 Ti also coming in at $8.14 per frame. So taking a look at the chart, overall it's looking like the 3070 and the 3060 Ti are going to be your best bet for cards under $500. But honestly guys, I'm going to go ahead and throw a wrench in here, because I actually believe that the RTX 2080 Ti, if you can find it for around $450, is going to be a better option than the RTX 3070. Yes, the 3070 is newer and potentially has a little bit less use in it overall. However, I'm going to say that the 2080 Ti with the extra 3 GB of VRAM is definitely going to age better, and on top of that, the 2080 Ti can overclock like mad, and I do think that if you account for overclocking, the 2080 Ti is going to give you a better price to performance overall. So there you have it. There's the best cards that you can currently buy right now. Now, things are going to change on the secondhand market week to week, so maybe you want to go ahead and save the chart and also share this video with your friends so they can save this chart as well, so that when they go ahead and take a look at the used market and compare prices, they have something to compare it to. But yeah, overall, I'm going to go ahead and say that when it comes to new, I'd go with the 6700 XT. When it comes to used, I'd go with the RTX 2080 Ti. But honestly, guys, there's a ton of great graphics cards on the used market, and I cannot wait to bring you guys some more content on what the best GPUs are going to be to buy in your price range. But hey, that's just what I think. What do you think are going to be the best GPUs to buy under $500? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below, and of course, I'll see you in the next video. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to drop a like. Every time you do so, AMD and Nvidia release new GPUs. Also, if you want to see more, check out one of these related videos. You won't be disappointed.